All right. Hello. Thank you so much for joining us for Little Elegant Heart's continuing education class. We are here to present all things summer, and Amy and Alicia are here as well. And and my name is Stacy. And the cutest little baby. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started with our presentation. So all things summer: bug repellent, bug bites, sunscreen, and sunburn care. And this is Little Elegant Heart, and so here we go. In a second. How many of you love to go camping or to the lake with your family in the summer? We love to go camping, and it is one of our favorite things. But how many of you love the pests that come with those wonderful family memories? It is awful. Those mosquitoes can make anyone hate those amazing times. So doTERRA has this wonderful blend called Terra Shield, and in it has ylang ylang, cedar wood, catnip, lemon, eucalyptus, litsea, arborvitae, nootka, and vanilla bean absolute. It's the outdoor blend, and it's powerful, but you can also use it for every member of the family. You can spray it different places and use it different ways, and I will show you right here. So you can apply it neat to legs, arms, and neck. And what neat means, it's the process of applying it just straight, without diluting it. So you don't need to add coconut oil or olive oil or any other carrier oil to it. You can just put it straight on your legs, arms, or neck, or on your clothes. You can diffuse it around the home and or on the patio or porch. You can diffuse it, if you have a portable charger or whatever, not necessarily charger, but electrical outlet, whatever, that you can diffuse it right in your tent. You can spray it around your door, window sills, and tent too. And you can also use basil. How I first heard about basil was in this garden book called Arizona, it's with the garden guy. He's native to Arizona, and he would put basil plants outside his doorways, and it's because it acts as a natural mosquito repellent. You can use it the same ways as you would Terra Shield, and the upside too of basil also can be used for bite care. But some bug bite relief along with basil. There's times that you'll forget your basil or your Terra Shield, or you might have something else on you. There's actually a few different things that you can use that help, all different kinds of bug bites. So there's Purify that you can use for mosquitoes, spider bites, etc. For bigger stings like scorpion or bee or wasp, this middle picture, it has a few different things that you can do topically, which means just putting it on your skin, or internally. And just so you know, any of the recipes that we have in this slideshow, they will be on our Pinterest board. You can access them right after this presentation. So because our bodies all respond differently to different oils, that's why we have a few different options here. It doesn't mean like you have to go out and use all of them. If you find something that works for you, then use it. You don't need to fix something that isn't broken. But these are things that have worked for several others. Another good blend is Melaleuca, peppermint, and lavender. And this is also great for mosquitoes and spider bites, etc. So Sunscreen 101. Can essential oils protect your skin from the sun? Can't I just use sunscreen from the store? So we're going to go into some detail about sunscreen, and some of it might be interesting information for you. So I hope that you take notes and ask any questions that you may have. Facts about commercial sunscreen. According to the research from the EWG, which is Environmental Working Group, who published their 2014 guide in reviewing over 2,000 sunscreens and 257 brands. 75% of these sunscreens contain toxic chemicals that put you at risk for many health issues. And I understand the concern, like, why do we need to be worrying about everything? Why, I'm going to just, see those memes, like, I'm just going to lather this cancer producing stuff on my skin or whatever. I've seen them. I know, absolutely. Whatever we can do to help our kids, I know that as parents, we absolutely will do our best. And so this is not to shame anyone. This is not to say, this is how you have to do it. It's not any of that. It's to bring awareness, because some people don't understand what's the big deal about commercial sunscreen. They don't. And that's okay. We don't need to worry about that. We're not here to say that, they're doing it wrong or whatever. It's not like that. So we hope that we can bring awareness in this to you. So, because a lot of people, I didn't know that 75% of these sunscreens contain toxic chemicals. That's something I didn't know, but I'm very glad that I do now. EWG stated that these readily absorb into the bloodstream and can create effects, which include estrogen and hormone disruptors, skin irritations, allergic reactions, and damaging free radicals themselves. So if you know someone who has hormone imbalances or who has skin blemishes, but not just blemishes, we're talking rashes, different things like that, allergic reactions, that means to stuff on the skin and in the body, and damaging free radicals themselves. Damaging free radicals means that they go in and they mess up how the cells are supposed to react. So if you know people, just keep that in mind, that this is what this is doing when it absorbs into your bloodstream, which is very interesting. And with knowledge, we can learn and grow from that. With a dirty, toxic, overloaded liver, which is caused by eating unhealthy and toxic foods and drinks and using all kinds of chemical agents and skin products that are absorbed into the skin, the bloodstream ends up carrying these wastes throughout the body that settle in the skin. So what that means, and I know that some of that is, not words that we encounter every time, but what that means is, so we eat all this stuff, and I promise this has to do with skin. We eat all this stuff, different unhealthy things that we know are not good for us, but we do it anyways, and I do too. So this is not, this is, all of us. This is absolutely all of us. So we put them into our body, and then these, using all of these chemical agents and skin products, so they go into our skin because they are absorbed into the skin. The bloodstream takes these wastes and brings them back up into the skin. So it's kind of interesting how the bloodstream does that. But I'm going to ask you this, just think to yourself, why would the bloodstream bring them back up into the skin? I will tell you why. The skin is the largest organ in the body, and it is the fastest, easiest way for your body to get rid of those toxins. And so absolutely, you will see rashes and all those other things because related to the skin, because it's trying to get rid of it. Your body is very smart, very, very smart, and you'll see why. As your skin grabs the sunlight, it pulls up toxins to the surface, creating sunspots or liver spots. Some people know them as liver spots, but sunspots. Most people know them as that. We blame the sun for these ugly spots, whereas in reality, an unhealthy toxic liver is really to blame. The sun is actually trying to help you and is doing exactly what it is meant to do. I'm going to just let that settle for a second. Is that not one of the most amazing things that you've ever heard? We think so much that, yes, the sun is bad for you, and yes, the sun is bad for you. And yes, at times, I'll show you later in the presentation, it absolutely is, can be bad for you when you're not being smart about it. But I'm going to show you ways that you can be smart about it and avoid these sunspots and liver spots. And we will go in and talk about in another continuing education class how to help get rid of those liver spots and how to help our toxic livers. Because it's not just you, it's not just me, it's everybody. Your skin is a reflection of what is going on in the inside of your body. Sunscreens are not the answer to healthy skin. These won't ultimately prevent skin cancer. Studies show this. And if you don't believe me, I will show you studies, but that's okay. With healthier food choices, cleansing out the toxicity, eliminating toxic cleaners and body care, providing good tools of nourishment and essential oils, you will have a healthier, vibrant skin. Respect the sun. You absolutely need it. It is good for you and it will assist you, just like I showed you, within reason if you allow it to. And I'll show you that within reason. So 2 amazing alternatives for sunscreens. They both provide SPF, added health benefits, and no harmful toxins. So the one on the left with the title above it, similar to a lotion sunscreen, and there's one on the right that's similar to a spray sunscreen, because I know that we all have different preferences, and so I brought you 2. And these will be on the Pinterest page as well. If you'll notice with the one on the left, the homemade sunscreen, you'll notice the very last ingredient is 2 tablespoons of zinc oxide. Zinc oxide is a natural ingredient that is found in most healthy sunscreens. It's absolutely healthy to use. It's fine to use. You can get it on Amazon. I bought mine on Amazon and I made this homemade sunscreen up. I had a niece. She has red hair. So you imagine, you know what that means. They burn easily and have a lot of freckles and things like that. And she used it. And she said, because we were outside, at a family reunion, and she used it and she said, this is the best smelling sunscreen I have ever had. And her family's, not into, we have to make everything ourselves and nothing like that. But I thought it was really interesting that she said that, brought that up, that it was the best that she had ever smelled. And she did not get sunburned. It's one of my favorites. And you'll see why with the different avocado oil and the shea butter. I'll show you more as we go through what the SPF of those are. I didn't realize it, but avocado oil does have an SPF. So does coconut oil and so does shea butter. On the one on the right, the Ultimate Skin Protection Oil. So you'll notice that it has 20 drops of lavender essential oil and helichrysum and rose or myrrh. The reason why there is so much lavender in it, because lavender is amazing for burns. Absolutely amazing. If you get lavender on your skin, whether it's a sunburn or an oven burn or stovetop, whatever, it will help it so much faster than cold water or ice will. I have done it multiple times, and so have my kids. They're pretty self-explanatory in how you make them and put them together. Make sure that they are in glass bottles. The one on the left, I had actually put in a pretty thick plastic bottle, and it worked just fine. And it actually kept for probably about a year, which I was surprised. Oh, also another little tip about that zinc oxide. I only put 2 tablespoons in, but you can put more and it will have a higher SPF. So it just depends on what SPF you want. If you burn easily, then you might want more. If you don't, then 2 tablespoons will be just fine. Nature's Amazing Solutions. This was one of my favorite pictures. So look at the bottom and you'll see shea butter and jojoba oil. The jojoba plant is actually in Arizona. It's in other places too, but I saw it for the first time this past year, which is pretty cool. Nature is amazing. It will give you in the place where you are, wherever you live, it will give you the things that you need specific to that place. For example, in Arizona, it's very hot. We have sun 99.9% of our days, throughout the year. And the jojoba plant is amazing for skin, to nourish the skin and to provide an SPF. And yes, it is just an SPF of 4, but any amount of SPF at this point is better than none. But I just thought that was very interesting. If you go up the list and you see at the very top, carrot seed oil, and raspberry seed oil. Look at how much the SPF is. That is why those oils will be more expensive. Usually I'll use avocado oil, coconut, and olive oil. Those are, well, and almond. Those are pretty much the ones I use the most. Although when I find a good deal on the raspberry seed oil, I will buy that. Absolutely. There are a few different brands that we would recommend, and we will put that up in our Pinterest group. Just pay attention to, reviews on Amazon, or if you get it, from thrive.com or wherever you get it, just make sure that they're a reputable brand, and that they, like for coconut oil, you want it cold processed. And I know, sorry, I'm not meaning to go into too much detail about these, but there are some specific things that you want to know when you're purchasing a high quality oil. Okay, so this is about your skin, more than you ever wanted to know. But I promise you that you will see your skin as an amazing, amazing organ after when we're done with this presentation. So your skin is the largest organ in your body, so take good care of it with healthy oils that will nourish and protect your skin. Be sun smart in the sunny summer days ahead. So here are some ways that you can be smart about the sun. You get at least 20 minutes of full sunshine daily. Go on a walk or run or bike ride. Nourish your skin with the Ultimate Skin Protection Oil. You can actually use that Ultimate Skin Protection Oil before and after the sun, being in the sun. It's very, very good for protecting and to helping it if you by chance burn. But if you're out in the sunshine for 20 minutes and you burn, then that's, then you might want to just cover up with clothes, because you shouldn't burn after 20 minutes. But cover up with clothing if you are going to be out in the sun for extended periods of time. If you feel you need a sunscreen for those extended periods, choose a non-toxic sunscreen with a zinc or titanium base. Zinc oxide is the one that I presented in one of those blends. The titanium base may be a little bit more expensive. The zinc is not. It's a relatively good price. Just again, make sure that you're getting a good quality brand. And if you do get burned, use doTERRA lavender essential oil or any of the blends that we presented here. It will provide the best skin protection that you could possibly need. It's incredible. Sun facts. So, with the many warnings of skin cancer, many of us look at the sun as our enemy. However, studies show that most residents in warmer climates, such as Arizona, do not get enough good daily sunshine. And yes, there is such a thing as good daily sunshine. And residents are greatly deficient in vitamin D. Imagine that. Do you know why? Because in the summertime, they don't ever go outside because it's too hot. But it's true. It's true that many people in warmer climates and even in cooler climates, that we do not get enough good daily sunshine. Vitamin D3 is not only important for building and maintaining strong and healthy bones, it also plays an important role in the metabolism of calcium, which is for bones, as well as the functions of the heart, eyes, and nervous system. Being outside in the early morning for 15 to 30 minutes on a good brisk walk or bike is so good for adults and children too. And it's in the early morning is bolded on purpose. Morning is best. Absolutely. Overexposure to full sun between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. for extended periods of times without shade, so when the sun's rays are the strongest, is not good for you or your skin. It's hottest between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Usually when I'll take my girls swimming, we'll go after 2 p.m. or after 3 p.m. because of the, exposure to the full sun. It can be damaging. Whether you use sunscreen your whole life or not, it still can be damaging. When the UV, the ultraviolet rays penetrate, free radicals can be created, which are unstable oxygen molecules that have only one electron instead of two. Okay, I may have just lost some of you with this science talk, but I want you to just imagine with me here for a little bit. It's going to explain it in this next part, and I will try and do my best to have it make sense. It's really fascinating to me, and I hope that you can understand it a little bit here. So electrons are found in pairs. So hold up 2 fingers. Okay, we got pairs. These free radical molecules must raid other molecules for another electron. When the next molecule loses its electron to the first, so, 3 have to turn into 2, so that one's missing one now, it must also find another electron, and the process repeats itself. So, because they have to come in pairs, so that 2 tries to become 3, and then 1 gets kicked out, and then the other one, the single one, has to go and find another one, has to go find another pair. This process can damage and alter the functions of the cells, which is pretty obvious why, which can cause premature wrinkling and genetic cell damage as well. I thought it was interesting that my dad has been going to the doctor recently to get different parts of his skin removed, just little bits from the dermatologist, because it's precancerous. And so he's been doing better. He works in the sun a lot, even in the Arizona sun, which I don't know how he does it, but he's been wearing long sleeve shirts now to protect his skin. That's why you'll see the construction workers, they wear long pants and long shirts. That's why, because it's protecting them. Sunburn's best friend. So those times that we need those skin protection oil, I'm going to just put in here real fast, that skin protection oil for anybody, which I've recommended to my dad, and I've actually made him up a blend of that skin protection oil. Use it. If you're having different skin problems or irritations, use it. It will definitely help promote healthy skin. So Sunburn's best friend. Lavender is in the middle and a little bit bigger than the other 2 because that one is absolutely Sunburn's best friend. The 3 mixed together, peppermint, lavender, and melaleuca, are an amazing combo. Melaleuca is amazing for the skin. It will help support the body's defense against bacteria and fungus. Lavender is known as the best one for burns, and peppermint has a cooling effect, and so it can help release some of that heat that is in the sunburn when you get one. Sunburn soothing spray. So this is another thing. If you have a burn that you cannot touch because it's too painful, I've had one. It's not fun at all. I wish I had this made up. Sometimes you just can't touch them. And I've had several different testimonials and experiences from this. You put it in a spray bottle and you use fractionated coconut oil. Fractionated coconut oil has the same benefits as regular coconut oil, but the reason why you want to use fractionated coconut oil is because it does not solidify. It does not get hardened even in cooler weather. So you can take this, put it in the snow, and okay, at that point it might, but it will not harden like regular coconut oil. So it is perfect in a glass spray bottle. I would never put regular coconut oil in a spray bottle. I've done that, and that was not the smartest thing to do. So here are some testimonials. This is Amy, who you saw at the very beginning, of before and after within a 24-hour time period. The second picture, that says after 2 to 3 treatments in 24 hours, it does not even look like she has a sunburn. The only reason why I can tell is because, just on the neck, almost by her collarbone. It's incredible. After 2 to 3 treatments using lavender, I believe lavender is the one that she used for help with this. So thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed this and that you found it beneficial. There is, you like how that says May 17th? That should not say May 17th. The next one will be in 2 weeks from today. And I think that's Amy on here.
Yeah.
But one will be in 2 weeks from today. Do we have a date for that, Amy?
Yes. It's on. Goodness, I should remember this. It's on a Wednesday. Two Wednesdays from today.
On July 12th.
July 12th. Yeah, see, you found it same time as me. And yeah, I actually used a mix. I used a really small spray bottle, so I didn't have the aloe vera juice. But I used fractionated coconut oil, lavender, peppermint because it's really cooling, and melaleuca. So the same blend. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Yay. So even without the aloe vera juice, if you don't have fractionated coconut oil, put the aloe vera juice in. If you don't have the aloe vera, put the fractionated coconut oil in. Hello.
Hi.
And it will definitely help you either way. So if you don't have all ingredients, don't think that you can't use it. So thank you guys so much for joining us. And this was absolutely thank you guys so much. There we go. There's my webcam. And we hope you enjoyed this, and feel free to share these continuing education classes with your friends. They are free to be able to help get the word out about helping our body be healthier. And so they are free for a reason. We want to be able to educate you and to be able to help you. So thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will see you next time. Bye. Bye.